It's been a long time. I haven't come on live. It's been quite a long time. I've just been posting. So for all those who have been watching my videos, God bless you. Thank you so much. So this is Benis. And yes, we are going to be talking about 50-50 in marriage. What do you understand by 50-50 in marriage? You know, there are so many people who talk about, I want to get married. I want to get married, but they want 50-50. Especially for the men. When a man comes up saying he wants 50-50 in marriage, I just laugh. Do you know why I laugh? Because he does not know what he's talking about. He does not know what it means to have, like, to get married, to say he wants 50-50. He just wants it, but he does not know what it takes to have 50-50 in marriage. When a man comes up with this saying he wants 50-50 in marriage, I just laugh and I tell him, you don't know what you're talking about. Because one, if you're saying you want 50-50 in marriage, that means you're going to be sharing all the responsibility together in the middle. In the middle, you're going to be carrying the pregnancy. When she's carrying the pregnancy, you're carrying as well. You guys will share it. She's pregnant, you also be pregnant. You guys will carry it together. Can you do that? You cannot. That you're talking about 50-50. When we're talking about 50-50, you don't talk about 50-50 with someone that you're calling a housewife. You're talking about 50-50, but you want the lady, you want your wife to cook, to clean, to wash, to cater for the kids alone. But you want her to bring money when it comes to paying of bills. Then you're talking about 50-50, my dear brother. That means you yourself, you don't know what you're talking about. 50-50, you need to put all. You need to put your all. You need to give your all. You share it in the middle. She's cooking today, tomorrow you're cooking. She's cleaning today, tomorrow you're cleaning. She's bathing the kids today, tomorrow you're bathing the kids. She's preparing the kids for school today, tomorrow you're the one preparing the kids for school. She's pregnant, you yourself, you need to be pregnant. So what do you mean by 50-50? She's giving birth to the laborer. You yourself, you need to be given birth at the same time in the laborer. She has been operated for C-section because she wants to give birth to your child. You yourself, you need to be operated for the same purpose. Women go through a lot. So when a man comes up saying he wants 50-50 in marriage, I just laugh because he does not know what he's saying. He does not know what he's talking about. He don't know the meaning of 50-50 in marriage. 50-50 marriage comes with a lot of baggage. 50-50 in marriage is not just, you don't just sit back and say you want 50-50 marriage. Are you ready? Are you willing to do 50-50 in your marriage? Are you ready to care for those kids the same way your wife is caring for those children? Are you ready to, today she's cooking, tomorrow you as a husband, you're cooking. Are you ready? Today is the day for her to clean. You as a husband, tomorrow is the day for you to clean. You don't just get up in the morning and say you want 50-50 in marriage and you think she'll be the one to clean, she'll be the one to cook, she'll be the one to give birth to the kids, she'll be the one to bath them, she'll be the one to care for them, prepare them for school, and you just sit back and say you want 50-50 in your marriage. Hi, hello. You can't say you want 50-50 in your marriage and you want to just fold your hands and you watch her do all the domestic chores. If you're saying you want 50-50 in marriage, that means you're ready to also do the chores that she's doing. You're ready to do the school runs. You're ready to carry a pregnancy full term. She's also carrying pregnancy full term. You too, you do the same. That means you're ready to care for the children the same way she is caring for the children. The same thing she's doing, you are ready to do that. If she's cooking today, you yourself be ready, prepared that you are going to cook tomorrow. So you don't just come up one morning and say, I want 50-50 in marriage. It does not work like that. A marriage, a man is the head and a woman is the neck. That means a woman is a support system to the man. It is the man's right. It's the man's right to provide fully for the wife. The wife is there to support her husband. The wife is there to make sure the man does not fall. The woman is there to make sure in the time of trials towards her husband, she is there to support him, stand up on his feet. She is there to make sure they don't laugh at him. If you are a responsible man, you are a responsible father, you are a responsible husband, you have been doing what you're supposed to do as a husband, as a father in your marriage, then your wife is working At the time of your trials that you are unable to foot the bills, you're unable to pay the rent, you're unable to pay the children's school fees, she will stand up to support you. She will stand up to build you back to where you're supposed to be. That is what she is called, your support system. So for men that usually comes up to say, I want 50-50 in marriage, they don't know what they are saying. They don't know what they are talking about. That means you're opening your marriage to something where you yourself, you will sit back and you cannot explain. Because that means you want your wife to be a boss. You want your wife that means you guys will be dragging things together. That's where you start saying that submission does not come in. My wife is not submissive. How can your wife be submissive if she's paying bills full time? If she's paying me full time, the same way you're paying bills, what will make her think? What will make her be submissive to you? If you don't do what you're supposed to do as a husband, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do as a father, how can she submit to you? The Bible also tells us that a husband should love the wife as Christ loved the church. How are you loving your wife? For those men that usually says, my wife is not submissive, are you loving your wife? If you're loving your wife, you cannot beg for submission. She will naturally submit to you. You don't need to beg for submission. That's why some cases usually say respect is being earned. You don't beg for respect. You don't demand for respect. The way you carry yourself, the way you compose yourself, it makes people to respect you. It makes people to place value on you. How are you placing value on yourself as a husband? How are you placing value on yourself as a wife? For your husband to love you as Christ loved the church. Are you supporting your husband? Not when you get married to a man today and tomorrow he's broke, tomorrow he lost his job, then you pack your bag and say, I'm leaving. I married you for better, not for worse. That is what we talk about worst in marriage. When we talk about worst in marriage, some people think, for better, for worse, think about that when they're beating you, stay in the marriage, when they're violating you, stay in the marriage. That's what we talk about. No, that is not what we talk about worst. When we talk about worst in marriage is when your husband is financially broke, when your husband is physically ill, when he's sick, you need to be there to support him to stand back on his feet. You need to be there to hold his hand. You need to be there to nurture him. That is why they say, men, treat your wife well. In your youth, treat your wife well. When you're wealthy, when you're rich, treat your wife well. So at the time, at your old age, or at the time of your needs, she will support you. She will help you. She will be your support sister. She will not leave you. Treat your wife well. Same as wives, respect your husband. You need to respect your husband, same as the husband should love their wives. So when you love your wife, everything will just come naturally. Do your work as a husband, do your work as a wife. Don't say, I want to do 50. I've seen couples where they say, not even the man that suggested it, it was a woman. It was a wife that says, I want to do 50-50. You can ask me, where is the marriage today? Today there is no marriage. They are no longer together. You can't just get up one morning and say you want to do something you don't know how it works. You can't just get up in the morning and just decide to do something because you see others doing it and you want to implement the same rules in your house. You want to implement the same rules in your home because you have seen another couples doing it and you want to do it. There are some things where we see people doing it, we admire them in a distance and we don't bring them in our home because we know we're going to destroy our homes. You need to check the foundation of your marriage. How has been the foundation of your marriage? How was your marriage? How is your marriage being built? Your marriage was built in a different foundation. Then you're taking something from another foundation to bring it in your marriage. It does not work like that. It does not work like that. It does not work like that. So if you're bringing something to your marriage, know that your marriage is strong enough to sustain it. You know your root in your marriage is strong enough to sustain it. You don't just get up in the morning and decide to bring something new in your marriage and you are forcing your partner to do it. You are forcing your partner to do it. It does not work that way. So before you bring something to your home, check how to go about it. Check how to implement it. Implement it in the right manner, and something that's going to bear good fruit in your marriage. Thank you so much for watching this video. It was a very short life. Thank you so much, and God bless you. If you're here and you want to ask any question, feel free to drop it on the comment section, and I'm ready and willing to answer your question. God bless you. See you guys on my next video. Bye bye.